There's not too many people in the world that can be identified by their first name only, but there's no doubt in my mind that you know who this person is. Tonight, we'll tell the story of one of the most successful people in the history of the land of opportunity on The Power of One. 1986. I think that's the year that the Mets won the World Series, if I'm not mistaken. But what were you doing in 1986? Some of you probably weren't even alive yet. 1986 is when the first show aired for Oprah Winfrey. And it's pretty remarkable because I remember at the time she was replacing Phil Donahue, and so many people were like, this lady is going to fail. Who is she? We've never heard of her before. How can you put an African-American woman on TV to fill the spot of an icon like, you know, this guy? I mean, oh my gosh. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you heard of Phil Donahue? Do any of you even know who Phil Donahue was? He was a big deal then, but he was nothing compared to Hurricane Oprah. I mean, she was going to come in and take over daytime TV. I mean, you can't put it any other way. This one's become one of the most successful people in the history of the United States of America. It's reported she makes over $1 million a day. She has a multiple billion-dollar net worth. As a matter of fact, I believe she was the first African-American person to have a net worth of $1 billion. So, I mean, she truly is a trailblazer. And if any of you know her story, she didn't come from wealth. As a matter of fact, she came from just the opposite. She was raped when she was under 10 years old, had a child in her early teens. She really had a difficult time. And I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of Oprah's or not, but you have to admire the fact that so many other people had such a difficult upbringing, didn't really turn out to be too much. They allowed the things that happened to them in their childhood that had nothing to do with them. It wasn't her fault things like that were happening, but the bottom line is they allow it to affect your self-esteem. And Oprah is probably the best example in the world that your past should not determine your future. You can do anything you set your mind to, and she proved that. She came on TV and she had a vision for what she believed her show should be like, and you know what? People wanted to hear it. Okay, let me just look. I Googled some of the covers of O Magazine. This one says, need a lift. This one says, a brand new life. This one says, will the real you please stand up? This one says, live your best life. This one says, get a life lift. Okay, this one says, the best stuff. This one says, make your own luck. And we could just go on and on and on. Stress relief, how to take tiny challenges in your life and turn them around. Everything here is about living a better, more powerful life. Be who you are meant to be. See, that's the message that Oprah was bringing people. She was an average person. She came from humble beginnings and she just got there every day, and she was average. She went from thin to heavy, from thin to heavy. She battled her weight like so many people do. So folks, we're not looking at someone who looked perfect and who was perfect and never made a mistake. They were looking at someone they could relate to. So many people that are striving to get a following are trying to be some kind of Greek god or be perfect or have the perfect look or never make a mistake. Oprah got real with people. She was genuine with people, and just look at the amazing results. When Oprah came out with the show that said her favorite things, see, once again, I've got favorite things, you have favorite things. How many people really care about what our favorite things are? I mean, sure, when I call a friend and tell them to go see a movie, I can influence a few people to see a movie, but when Oprah said read a book, boom, it became a bestseller. She had so much trust with her audience that people would literally buy anything she said. There's so many stories, if you've never heard these stories, of companies that were little nothing companies that when she said they were one of her favorite things, they just literally exploded. I mean, when they went on to massive success. So everyone in the world, our goal as an entrepreneur was, we need to get on Oprah. We need to get on Oprah. We need to get our product on Oprah. We need to get this on Oprah. I wish I had $1 for every person I've heard say over the years, we need to get on Oprah. And obviously it was a very difficult thing to do because the power she would give something was remarkable. And it just amazes me. She had her trials and tribulations. One day she went on and said that beef wasn't good for you. You know what I mean? She didn't believe in eating red meat. And the cattle farmers, I believe, in Texas all got together, formed a class action suit, and tried to take basically every dime she'd ever made. If you ever read Dr. Phil's book, Life Matters, he clearly explains what an amazing challenge that was. I mean, imagine coming from where she came from to where she got to and have someone try to take it all away from you just because you were expressing what you believe. That wasn't fair, but she once again stepped up like a warrior, fought the battle, and overcame it. So I like Oprah. I wouldn't say I'm a raving Oprah fan, but I really admire what she was able to accomplish. Once again, to me, she's the example, the best example I've ever seen of just get over it. I don't want to hear your sad story where you came from. I want to hear your glory story of where you're going to be going to. And I don't think she's done by any means. Yes, her show is now off the air, but I'm sure she's going to be doing unbelievable things in business. I'm sure she's going to be doing unbelievable things in entertainment. I doubt we've heard the last of her, and I hope we haven't heard the last of her, because she is a truly inspiring person, not just to females, not just to African Americans, not just to Americans, but to literally anyone who knows her story. So I just couldn't help but tell that story. I TiVo'd her last couple episodes and watched them. I really got to tell you, I really admire her. And if you didn't up until this point, hopefully tonight's show will get you to do some research. You can still find her shows and reruns. Watch her. She is a classic example of being authentic and being yourself and attracting people. And she shares a message of hope. Just like the person she helped promote to become president of the United States, he was also selling a message of hope. People want to get better. They want their lives to get better. They want someone to believe in. If you're in business, that's a powerful message. Pay attention to it. And it was a pleasure telling Oprah's story tonight on The Power of One. We'll see you next week.